Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. I bet you don't own any of these albums, except for maybe this one, the Beatles. Some of you might own it. So this is just a fun series that I've been doing for quite a while. There's a playlist, and it's just a way to talk about music and show off some records that I've got, some for $1, some for $5. So let's start with Beatles, 65. Let me know if you have this in your vinyl collection. I actually do have this. I've got the Beatles US albums box set. The condition of this album isn't great, but it does have the original sleeve for it. Of course, on the capital swirl label. Actually, yeah, a little marked up there. Little scratches. And there's going to be a couple more Beatles albums. Stay tuned. And as always, if you do enjoy this series, please remember to like the video and leave a comment below. Next up, this I believe, I might be wrong, let me know, but I believe this is his only solo album. Patrick Moraz, who of course was in Yes for their awesome Relayer album, which might be, it would be a top 3 Yes album for me. I have never heard this. If you have, let me know what you think of it. Here's Patrick with lots of hair. Inner sleeve. Record label, I don't know which one he was on. Custom label, Charisma. Now, back in 1979, I bought this record and I enjoyed it. It is Lena Lovitch, Stateless. Let me know if you have this in your collection. Of course, with her hit single, Lucky Number. Paper sleeve. I'm going to guess Epic Records. Oh, I was right. Well, Stiff, Epic. Another album I bought in 1977, and I was a fan, well, obviously he's very talented, and I was a fan of his for about 2-3 years. James Taylor, JT, I really did like this album. There he is on the back. Gatefold. Lyrics. I can't do that. That would hurt. On Columbia. Yep. Columbia. Big hit on this was Handyman. So yeah, I bought this. I bought Flag, his next album. And then the next one was Daddy Loves His Work, was that what it was called? And I thought it was kind of mediocre. All right, how about some Laura Branigan? Branigan 2. I've never bought any Laura Branigan albums, and sadly, of course, she passed away a few years back. Her big single was Gloria. The one on here is Solitaire, which I believe was the big hit on Atlantic Records. Another Beatles one. This is something new, because that's what it's called. It's actually called Something New, Something New. It's on Capitol. Be funny if it wasn't. Yeah, this is really not in good condition. See all the scratches. Won't be playing this. There's going to be one more Beatles album. Next up, I think I reviewed a song of this artist when I had my Patreon song and album reactions and really liked it. This is Garland Jeffries and Rock and Roll Adult. Let me know if you have this and what you think of it. That's what I enjoy, the feedback from my viewers, and they let me know about some of these albums that I haven't heard, like this one. Is there? No idea what label he was on. Epic. This is a band. I think I bought their debut album, and then that was it. And I did like the debut album. This is their live album called Night After Night. UK Live. Eddie Jobson, keyboards and electric violin. John Wetton, lead voice and bass guitar. And Terry Bozzio, drums and percussion. Of course, he was with Frank Zappa. On Polydor, but a custom label. And Missing Persons. I was trying to remember the name of the other band. This is interesting. Lots of Melanie in the $5 selection. This is The Good Book by Melanie. And this, I believe, comes out like that. There she is. And a double gatefold. Almost forgot to show what the label. It is, Buddha Records. Here's the booklet. Kind of a different idea for an album cover with a book in the front. And I won't show you every page, but it just goes through the lyrics. Very unique singer and artist. Now, I'm sure some of you will have this in your collection on vinyl or CD. Paul Simon, Greatest Hits, etc. I've got some Paul Simon, but I've never had this album. He had a few hit singles. Lyrics inside, Columbia, I believe. Kodachrome, I Do It For Your Love, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover, American Tune, Mother and Child Reunion, Loves Me Like a Rock, Take Me to the Mardi Gras, Slip Sliding Away, Stranded in a Limousine, Still Crazy After All These Years, Have a Good Time, Duncan, Me and Julio, Down by the Schoolyard, and Something So Right. Not a bad collection of songs. All right, I've never had this artist in my collection, thankfully. No, I'm sure some of you like him. It's Kenny Loggins, and he's alive with his double live album. He looks very footloose on the cover. To show the one record. Oh, there's yeah, the inner sleeves are the same. Show you the one. Columbia? Yeah, Columbia Records and Tapes. Now this band, I guess they are still touring today, but from what I've read, there's not a single original member. What band is it? That's right, it's Little River Band. Greatest Hits. No idea what label. It's Capitol. I've heard of that label before. Now, big fan of the Bee Gees. Not so much the other artist. I think I did show this before in maybe a year or two ago. It's Streisand, Guilty with Barry Gibb. Barbara Streisand. Columbia, I think was her label. Yep, Columbia Records. This one, with original insert, plays with no issues. Well, I disagree because there is one issue. It has 80s production. Graham Nash, Innocent Eyes. I haven't heard this, but I've heard that it's a pretty bad 80s production. There he is. Insert the lyrics on Atlantic, which is what I would have guessed. Now this album, I'm sure most of you don't have in your collection, but I bought this back in 1976, and I've actually got it on CD with another album of theirs, and it's excellent. It's Flo and Eddie from the Turtles, and of course the Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. If you love great pop rock, I highly recommend this album. Columbia. I think they were on Columbia. Yep. And there is just in case you think I'm lying. Here's the twofer I have. And the other album is called Illegal, Immoral, and Fattening. What's that? One more Beatles album? Okay. The Beatles. Long, Tall Sally. It's scratched up, but still, you know, cool to have. Yeah, it's got, you can't just clean it up. It's got some major scratches on it. And one more. It's Bebop Deluxe. I had this back in the day. Live in the Air Age live album. Great band. 2 albums, yeah. Paper sleeve with no vinyl in it. That's because they're separate. Here's the band. So one is, yeah, so side 1 and 2, well, side 1 is the album, and then side 2 is an EP, so I guess they're shorter, and side 3 is an EP, and side 4 is the album. Okay, so 2 and 3 are EPs. On the Harvest label. Nice and clean. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to the comments. And I also want to thank any viewer that watches my videos. And sometimes there's a hype at the bottom. And I know that sometimes my viewers do click on that. I don't know who does that, but if you do, just thank you very much. And that's it. Have a great day. Goodbye.